How to use Leonardo AI easy and beginner friendly. First, I'll show you how to create an account. Then we'll go through the most important functions you need to know as a beginner. And at the end, we'll create a few pictures together. So let's jump right into it. First, you go to leonardo.ai. You can find the link in the description. And then when you're here, you click down there on Get Instant Access. And that will bring you to this form. Here, just register and fill everything out, and you will get an email with your access in about 1 to 2 weeks. Now, I don't know if this still works, but a few weeks ago you could get access right away. When we go back to the website, and then we click on Launch App, you get to this page. Here you just click on Login to leonardo.ai, and then on this page you have the option to continue with your Google account. And back when I created my account, you could just click on continue with your Google account, and then you could log in right away. Without waiting for anything, without whitelisting, you could just log in and use the app. So definitely try that for yourself, maybe it still works. And when you're on Leonardo, the first thing you see on top here are the different models. Now, a model is basically a data set that has been trained on a very specific type of images, so it can create these images much better. Down there you have a description what they are good for. There are also a lot of community models. They don't always have a description, but you'll probably use them a lot. When you scroll further down, you see the community feed, and as with most image generators, when you click on an image, you can see exactly how that image was created. Alright, here on the left side, there's the most important thing, of course. When you scroll down there you can see AI image generation. And then you get to this page. Alright, let's go through the most important things. Up there you can see 150 credits. These 150 tokens reset every day. It's a fair amount. You can create quite a fair bit of images. Not crazy a lot, but it's enough for quite a few. Right under there you can set the amount of images that you want to create. 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the free plan. Now, one thing that you always need to think about is that the number of images that you create will directly correlate with how many tokens it costs. When you get over here, 2 images cost you 4 tokens. But it also depends on the model that you use. When we go down here, you see prompt magic. It can really enhance your images and make them a lot better, but it also gives them slightly different styles, so test it out. Down there you see high contrast. If your image is too dark, I would toggle that off. Important to note that this also costs more tokens. And right below that you can change the aspect ratio of your image in 3 different ways. First, you can choose the dimensions over here. Then down there you can adjust it with the sliders. And then all the way down there you can pick the aspect ratio of 1:1, 16:9 or whatever you want. If you scroll further down, you see the guidance scale. The lower the guidance scale, the more creatively free Leonardo is. I'd recommend just leaving it at 7, especially when you're a beginner. And then below that, you can toggle on tiling. So if you want to create a background, images that blend seamlessly together, you use the tiling feature. And below that, you can upload an image that you can use as part of your prompting. Alright, let's zoom out again, and then up here, as you probably already have seen, you can type in the prompt that you want to use, and then right below that here you can choose the model that you want to work with. Now, Leonardo Diffusion is fine for most things, but often you probably want to have a more specialized model for the image that you're working on. We'll look at that a little bit later when we create our own images together. To search for a model, you click down here on select custom models, and then you get to this page. If you click up here on platform models, you have a broad variety of different models that you can choose from, which all are pretty good, and you can also read what they are specialized in. And when you click on them, you get a little bit more information, and you also can see a few pictures that have been created with that model. And when we go back again and click up here on community models, you get, well, all the community models. And this is another broad variety of many different models for many different use cases. We can just scroll through a few real quick. Sometimes they don't really have a description, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I would recommend going here to category, and then you can search by category for whatever you want. For example, characters, environments, vector, or whatever you like. Going back, the next thing you have here is style, where you can choose Leonardo style or none. I'll just leave that as a beginner. I also don't use it at all, don't really see a difference. Right next to that you have negative prompts. If you toggle that, you can add everything that you don't want to have in an image. And this can be kind of important for Leonardo. I would add things there like mutated limbs, ugly, extra limbs, deformations, things like that. But we'll do that a little bit when we create our images together later. Alright, and then finally down here next to image generation, you also have prompt generation. And here you can describe an image that you want, whatever it is, maybe dog or something like that. And then you click on generate, and Leonardo will generate different prompts for you that could lead to that image that you then can use, which can be very handy. Alright, let's have a quick rundown for what you really need as a beginner. First of all, of course, you want to know your tokens and how they work. Then you want to choose the number of images that you want to create. And then below that, you want to pick the aspect ratio of the images. These are the most important things that you really need. Then here, you want to get to know the different models and what they are good for. That's definitely something that you want to try for yourself and test out. And you want to start using negative prompts to get your images more beautiful. And these are basically the most important things you need as a beginner. Good, with that being said, let's start generating a few images together. You definitely want to be a little bit more descriptive than in Midjourney, so let's say upper body portrait of a beautiful woman with red hair, highly detailed, photorealistic, detailed facial structures, beautiful smile, realistic eyes. And then let's add a negative prompt. And like I said, you want to write things like ugly, mutated body parts, weird eyes, empty eyes, mutated limbs, extra limbs, and things like that. I don't make it that long here, but you could also just copy and paste the negative prompt that I gave you in the video for Playground AI. Good, and then let's hit generate. And as you can see with the Leonardo diffusion model, 2 pictures cost 4 tokens. Alright, they look okay. Let's toggle on prompt magic. As you can see now it costs 7 tokens, and let's have a look at the difference. Okay, there we go, and well, yeah, they are, I don't really know what to think about them. They're okay, but well, not that great. But let's add a few more things into the negative prompt here. Again, you can just pause that and then copy that if you want, or just use my negative prompt that I used for Playground. And then let's choose a different model here. And again, you go to select custom model, and then let's go to platform models. And I haven't used Dream Shaper v6 yet, so let's test that. You just click on generate with this model, and then you can use it. And you can see at the side here that the dimensions change. That's because different models are trained on certain dimensions, and they give best results if you use them in the dimensions they have been trained on. You can change the dimensions if you want to, but the results may be worse. And we also see that this now costs less tokens, this model. So when we make 4 images, it only costs 4 tokens, so 1 token per image. Now let's generate and see what it gives us. And I think they look really good, not as dark as before. When you use the Leonardo diffusion, there's always like this dark vibe to it. But I think I really like these pictures. Way more friendly, way cuter. Here you can see the dark vibe, and this is way brighter. Not realistic though, but it's not bad. Alright, let's use another model. Let's go down here, select custom model again, and let's choose the RPG4 model. And this usually generates pictures that look quite realistic. So let's see. And it also only costs 4 tokens, as you can see here. So let's speed it up and have a look what the pictures look like. And they look pretty good, I have to say. No, they look really good. Definitely realistic. Let's have a closer look at that one. Yeah, I definitely think that looks realistic. What do you think? Maybe the hairline looks a little bit artificial, not quite that detailed, but aside from that, not bad. Let's look at another one. This here on the left. That one looks really beautiful, I have to say. And again, Leonardo has trouble with the hairline, but aside from that, it looks really, really good. Let's try that with prompt magic toggled on and see what that gives us here. Okay, well, a bit too close up for me. When we go back to these ones again, I really like these ones more, the prompt magic. Maybe the hairline looks a little better, not sure. Yeah, but I mean, they're okay, but not necessarily a fan. I like the other ones more. Alright, let's change the model and let's try something completely different and use the community model and search for completely different style. So let's see. That one looks cute. So let's pick that one and see what kind of picture that gives us. Generate and okay. Oh, that one is creepy. Okay, this one is cute, the first one, the second one is very, very creepy. Alright, okay, well now let's upscale a picture. Let's upscale this one here. And for upscaling down here on the right, you have a few different upscaling options. You have the crisp upscaler, then you have the smooth upscaler, and then you have the upscaler alternative. To be honest, I haven't noticed much of a difference. I always just use the crisp upscaler, and yeah, this is what I will do now as well. And sometimes upscaling can take ages, but you'll probably see this picture in the thumbnail. Let's see. Leonardo can generate amazing images when you learn how to use it properly. But how does it compare to other AI image generators, like, for example, Midjourney? Check it out in the video right over here. And at this point, a quick shout out to everyone who is coming back to my videos and is part of my community. Thank you for every like, every comment, every share and every second that you watch. I appreciate you. I have a lot more community ideas coming up in the future and I'm looking forward to connecting with you even more.